The Champions League group is drawn, and we've signed a player I've always been a massive fan of, and I can't wait to show you him. Hey everyone, my name is Frank. Welcome back to another episode of Ajax Assembled. We're getting into the good bit of the season now. You can see I'm not hiding it. There we are. Joint top of the league, finals have equalled our return so far. 6 wins and a draw we are at. Obviously, we haven't lost in the league yet. I've got plenty of games to show you and catch you up on. Where we last left you. Where did we last leave you? AZ Alkmaar? I think so. Yeah, that'll be the one. So here we are. We'll go through a couple of the games. It's worth going. We'll get into the players we signed. Do you know what? We'll do it now because they're starting this game. So it'll be a bit weird that you don't know who's playing. Some news. Davy Klaassen has left for 10 million. He kicked up a fuss about not getting first team football, and at 30 years old, I think 10 million is a fair return. Another player who'll be joining us, not in the mould of Klaassen, but another option on the wing and striker role, is Mario Stroikens from Anderlecht. He's gotten agreed to join us in January. He'll be joining up with the team, and what a player he is, if I do say so myself. Belgian, under 21 caps, 6 goals and 11 caps for them. And playing for Anderlecht pretty much, not in the first team fully, but more or less there. Got fantastic upside and a very flairful player. Chelsea were also vying for his signature as well. So I think we did pretty well to nick in and sign him before them. And in terms of actually further incomings, there were a few, both from Sporting Lisbon as it turned out, but it wasn't a pre-planned thing by me at all. Both on deadline day. Marcus Edwards for 25 million, 16 up front, rising to 25 if he plays well, or 23.5 I believe. Had a good start so far, a fantastic player. I've always been a fan. Obviously as a Tottenham fan, he never got a chance for us in the first team at all. And I've seen his career progress from Vitoria to Lisbon and obviously scoring against us in the Champions League this year in real life. I'm hoping we buy him back. We have a buyback clause. And I think it'd be fantastic to bring a kid who's left us, gone on to good things and come back and really make a mark this time. But we'll see. We never know. He was billed to be like some next English prospect. He never really turned out for him, but I'm hoping he still can and obviously break into that English team as well, even though it'd be very hard, obviously at the age of 24. In this game, he's 23 in real life, I guess. The other player, Goncalo Esteves, right back. Great option, I think. We were a bit lacking there. Wrench was kind of playing every game at right back without a backup for us. And I think at 19 years old, it's a fantastic signing for just over 9 million. Already played 2 games for us and they're pretty competent in those, albeit off the bench. And I think it's a cracking bit of business. And in terms of everything else, we just loaned out a few players on deadline day. Very quiet. No outgoings on the day. Darami, Jadon Banel, Nassi Univert and Fred Emmings have gone out on loan, raking in a bit of money for us. Obviously, we have spent more than we've brought in this year, but I think I'll allow it. Oh, and that is only because Taylor was last year, and, well, obviously that's 70-odd million, so it pulled through to this one. We'd be well clear of it. And obviously, we're still getting interest from Bassi from teams like Rangers, Bayern Munich, loads of teams. So we're doing our best to fend off interest from him. Anyway, let's have a look through some of the games. Start with Willem II away. Willem II? I don't have a start. I don't know what that was. Either way, it's a cracking game for João Pedro. The Brazilian settled in really nicely and he's scoring a few goals now. We started off with Gonzalez down the wing. It was saved and it was a simple tap-in for João Pedro for his first Ajax goal, not long after signing for us. Gomez is playing provider this time. Long looping ball. Pedro takes it round the keeper, Lamprey, and just taps into an empty net. It was 2 of the easiest goals he'll have, but really set the tone for the game. And we wrapped it up with a great pass, and Kudus, not to be overshadowed, slotted it in. A lovely goal. They did pull one back, Willem II, later on, but we looked firmly in control of that game. We followed that with probably even a more impressive game for me, and Marcus Edwards scoring his first goal for the club, the young English striker we've brought in from Lisbon. And here we are. We'll let it load. Or now, we looked good this game. Twente's one of them teams where maybe it's historic. I think I have a bit of respect for them, but I feel like they're a big team. Holland. Obviously, I don't watch too much of the Eredivisie. I really like Ajax. I've considered myself an Ajax fan. Like, genuinely, I've always loved them and what they do. And it's hard. I feel like an Ajax fan. Obviously, I'm a Tottenham fan in real life, but yeah, big love for Ajax. I love them as a club, I love them as a culture, and I love the players and I love the people generally of Amsterdam. Just fun. 3-0 that game, and we pretty much played them off the park. I think our most impressive performance of the season. And just very quickly, this is our Champions League group. I think we got away with a good one here. We were the top seed, which was interesting. Dortmund was our second team. Young Boys and Sporting Lisbon make up the rest. And obviously, we've already hampered Lisbon. I didn't even realise we've drawn against them by the time we got to deadline day. But we have taken their right back and their right winger. So, I think we'll be okay. We've got Young Boys as well, which is the other team. But we drew against them. They give us a hard game, but we'll get to them. We've got the Dortmund game first. And it was such a good goal from Edwards. It was a really hard game, back and forth, end to end. Both teams could have won it. I mean, we both had over 10 shots, so it was a very, very open affair. But Marcus Edwards popped up really late in the day to give us a win. And it was a fantastic run and through ball from Bassi. You look here, he plays the ball. Edwards, not only does he take one touch, he takes another. He's past the keeper. He slows it down, just rolls it into an empty net. It was a beautiful goal. They're very appreciative of his performance. I did a bit of I'm going to call it a Frankie masterclass here. Vindal at left back, at left wing, played a fantastic game, and at Blind at left back, more defensive obviously than I usually go for, but I was respecting Dortmund as a team, and they have some fiery players. It's turned out to work. I mean, it was probably a bit of a one-off, but it worked. I mean, because I played it against Feyenoord, and 1-1 draw, nothing major to show. Klaassen scored a penalty and then demanded to leave, basically, but it is what it is. I mean, it was a bit of an annoying game, and obviously they're the ones who are vying for us in that league table. So, I mean, on reflection, probably not a great result at home. We should have beat them. We would be clear in the league, but, it is what it is. João Pedro scored against Herenveen to give us a 1-0 win. Not much to show there. And, this was a bit annoying. Young Boys, I believe, were we 3-0 up? We were 3-0 up, and we blew it within 10 minutes or so, 11 minutes. Felix Mbimbi having an inspired game. He scored 2 and assisted the other. I did look into him. I have no idea who he is, but he doesn't look amazing. I mean, he doesn't look bad, though. I'll give it to him. For a Swiss player, that's a John Martin special, Felix Mbimbi. He'll be looking at him. I'm sure if he revives the Black Stars save, but we'll see about that. And then we finished it off with a good win against the Road. And I'll show you the goal because Oscar Gluck scored. And Ibra got the assist. So it's a bit nice to see the future playing with the old guard. And we'll watch the goals. It was a harder game than it should have been. We started okay, though. Gomez squared it to Gonzalez, who scored with a great header. And we didn't really do too much else until late in the game where Gluck scored in the 80th minute. Ibra played a lovely ball. Oscar Gluck took a touch and slammed it into the top left corner for one of his. He only got a few goals for us. So where does that leave us today? Well, we've got 3 games to go with. PSV Eindhoven away, which is obviously a cracking affair. They've not started too well. They've got 2 losses already. Ruud van Nistelrooy is still the manager. But either way, let's see what we can do. We'll go into the game. And give me 1 sec. And here we are for the PSV Eindhoven game. Really excited about this one. Team I've gone with: Sanchez, Vindal, Bassi, Bornau, Wrench, Gomez, Thuram, Kudus, Edwards, Gonzalez and João Pedro. Timber not really full fitness yet, so he'll be on the bench. And Estevez picked up a knock, so it kind of limited my options in the right back area. So this is what we've gone for. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with it, so we'll get into the game. Hard game, obviously always playing PSV. Doesn't matter where they are on the table, the form book goes out the window, as they say, with rival clashes. And we'll find out, I guess. And here we are, into the game now. They've gone put more or less. Let's make sure that's he's our pass map, cool. Still got Xavi Simons, that's a 2-year loan. Oh, he's contracted them. Did they sign him? Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Oh, he joined on a free. I really didn't know that. I thought it was a loan. Is that in real life as well? I have no idea. What a signing that was from PSV. Philip Max over a corner now, swung in. Bassi heads away. Xavi Simons. Gutierrez. Jesus. Bierman. Tackled by Edwards. He had no support though, and he just kind of ran into trouble as soon as he got it back. Madueke tackles Gonzalez on the wing, then throws a big ball into Gakpo. It's offside, thankfully, but that was nearly a really sloppy goal to give away. Thankfully, it was offside. Gakpo didn't hold his run as well as he should have, maybe, but nearly 1-0 to PSV early doors. Ball now in their own box, lofts it clear. Gonzalez can't get it, and it rolls to them again. Madueke on the wing. He spins. De Jong off the line from Devin Wrench. What a fantastic block. He stopped a certain goal there from PSV. We need to compose ourselves a bit here because we're kind of getting blown away here. We did it last time as well. Let's encourage him. Bassi runs. Is he going to go on one of his Maradona-esque runs? No. Edwards is on the ball. João Gomez over the top for Edwards. Flicked in. Kudus 1-0. What a goal. Fantastic play from Edwards and João Gomez there. The link-up play to set up Kudus. The goal is all them, really. It's a fantastic finish from Kudus. Don't take it away from him. But, wow, look at it's like a long ball 1-2. Look at this, Edwards to Gomez. He sets his run. Gomez sees him. Edwards knocks it on with his head, and Kudus with his left foot bolts it into the top right corner. We haven't done much this game, but we're winning. And that's what champions do. You try to keep yourself going as quick as possible and try and, even when you're not doing well, just stay in the game. It doesn't matter if you're winning or not, just stay in the game. Philip Max on the throw-in now. Gutierrez, Gakpo. Gakpo on the wing. He's tried a speculative effort. It's well over the bar, though. 1-0 at half-time. I'm happy with that so far. We'll try and make a change, bring up the tactic board. What we're going to do. Vindal on the yellow. I don't like that. I actually might bring in Indica. Let's bring on Indica and swap him with Bassi, because Bassi's better at that inverted wing back. He loves to dart forward anyway. I can't stop him usually. Pedro on it now. Teze, Jesus. First highlight of the second half. Still 1-0 up against our rivals. Nomi Madueke, another ex-Tottenham boy, playing with Edwards today. Teze, Simmons. Oh, we've let him to the byline. Oh, what a save from Robert Sanchez. I felt like that the goal screen was going to go, that it was going to flash goal straight away, but no, what a save from Robert Sanchez, the signing from Brighton. Philip Max swung in, and Dicker heads away. Kudus flicks on, but thankfully the highlight's over. Walter Benitez starts again for PSV. Philip Max, Gakpo's picked up a knock. Hopefully that's a bad one. Shouldn't wish injury on the player, but he is really good. Gutierrez, Vierman, Gakpo, De Jong. Long effort over the bar, thankfully. They're making changes early on. Looks like Gakpo's had to be hauled off, which is good news for us. It's a dangerous player. We'll wait to probably a couple more minutes and then make a change, I think. We've got 5 to use, and we've only used 1. Who's a bit tired? Gonzalez is tired, but I really don't have another left winger option. I can swap him with Edwards and try and bring on Francisco. We'll do that. Sanchez made another save, apparently, but he is offside as well. Yes, I agree. Oh, no, we've got an injury. Kefren Turam down. Fitzjim will have to be the deep line playmaker. I don't really have an defensive midfielder, really. I was going to say Barak, but not really the same type of player. Ticking away nicely now. I'm happy with that. I don't want too much more to happen, ideally. We'll bring on Gluck for Kudus and Brobby just to freshen the legs up top. Because as much as João Pedro's probably run them into the ground, he hasn't done too much in terms of shots, and I haven't seen any. We haven't had many shots in general this game, so we're riding our luck. Their XG's a lot higher than ours, so that indicates, obviously, they probably should be doing a bit better than they are now. It looks like we're going to win now, and we have, thankfully. It's a massive win in the title race. We weren't at our best, but we've got the 1-0 win. You can only be happy with that. We won it. Oh, I just got the achievement. The only stat that matters, XG. So we won with a lower XG than our opponent. 0.56 to their 1.88, which is mad. But we're top of the league. Kefren's out for 3 to 4 weeks, which is no good. And so is Fitzjim, who's got a 1 to 3 day injury as well. Mad. So, Turam's going to be a bit of a miss because we've got a few games coming up, obviously, and 2 more in this episode. Lisbon away. Good chance for us to put our foothold on that group. And it's a hard game as well. So, we'll join you back for that one. Here we are, Lisbon game. A bit of a oddball one. We've picked up so many slight injuries, which means a couple of players. You can tell I'm tired. A couple of players are missing today. Obviously, Turam's out. Fitzjim's got a knock. Sanchez has picked up a knock, our goalkeeper, so not even he survives this one. But in good news, we've got Timber back. The team will be Lunin, Timber, Bornau, Bassi, Vindal, João Gomez, Daily Blind in midfield. I mean, I am rolling back the years with that one, aren't I? We've got Edwards, Barak, Gonzalez, and Pedro up top. Looking for a good performance. Blind in midfield is just due to, obviously, Turam picking up a knock. He's saying I'm going to play with. I don't really have. I mean, Fitzjim's always got a knock as well, and also got a knock as well, which is not great. But that centre mid I think I'm going to play with. I don't know. Obviously, I've lost a few options there, so we'll find out what we can do. I mean, I've got a versatile team. I've made different signings. Barak, obviously, on the free transfer was great, but we'll see him today for the first time as well. Braganca over a free kick for Sporting, headed away. Inacio, Quartes, St. Just, Trincao. All the way back to Pedro Porro. Trincao, Inacio, Quartes. They're playing nice football, Lisbon. Oh, do you know what? I'd really like to do a save with Lisbon. It might be a bit too mundane for like a full game. I prefer to do a project for my main setup. Nuno Santos puts them 1-0 up as I'm bigging them up. Yeah, but no, it could be a really good save. Do you know what? If you're looking for a save, I reckon Lisbon would be great. You can make them a proper powerhouse. They've only just like won their first league in God knows how many years. It's a long old time. I think 12 years, 13 years possibly. The produced talents like obviously Ronaldo, and you can list so many others they've made as well. I just can't off the top of my head right away. Obviously Nunes, who just went to Wolves, is another good example. They seem to churn out great talent. And we're 1-0 down at half time, and we haven't really done. We've not even had a shot on target, honestly. So I'm going to tell them that's not good enough. Demand more. But Edwards is having a shocker against his old team, which is not what you want to see. We'll try and change things a bit tactically, I think. Let's try and push them a bit forward. Let's make our height. Let's just get our line higher up there. Confirm changes. And we'll make a few changes, actually. We're in the 65th minute. Gonzalez playing bad again, sadly. We'll bring on Lella. We'll try that double left back thing again. Actually, we'll change it for Vindal, because I've done that before with him. We'll bring on Estevez against his old team. Barak has been pretty anonymous as well, and Blind in that role has not done great. Edwards as well deserves probably taking off. Let's bring on Christian Rasmussen, the youngster. Give him a go. We'll make all 5. We'll have a big refreshing up. We're not going to win anything just sitting still, are we? So let's go for it. We'll change to attacking as well. Game is passing us by. Lello over a throw in though. Look in a good position. Vindal turns into Blind. Got options. João Pedro. Lux took it away from him though. And St. Just is a centre back, but he's got plenty of room to run now. Polino. Trincao. Off the pitch, thankfully for us. Wow, there was some shocking play from us. It looked like one of our players was just going to strike it home, but intercepted by his own man, which is not great. We'll go very attacking. We can't really afford to drop points here, but it looks like we're going to. We did not create enough on the day, and deservedly lose. Very bad match, though, in general. I mean, they would even say that as well, the Lisbon fans. It was like a couple of shots for either people. Yeah, pretty shocking. No real chances for either team, but they look like they've just taken their Nuno Gomez with more or less just a pot shot. They've won that game, but makes the group very interesting now. Dortmund are on 6, we're on 4, Lisbon are on 4 as well. And obviously, we've got Lisbon to play in the return leg and young boys. So you'd still expect us to go through. We've not got to play Dortmund till the last game. So hopefully they drop some more points and give us a bit of a route back in there. By the way, we won't dwell on this too long. We'll get to the Vitesse game and hopefully we can wrap this episode up with a win. We're back. Here we are. Let's end this game and this episode with a win. The team we've gone with, not much change really. We're going to go with more or less the same team that started last game, just due to limited options, I guess. Barak will play as well. Timber's back in at right back though. I think that's the only change from last game. So we'll go into it. Let's try and be positive. Let's try and pick up a win. Vitesse at home should be a win. So come on, we want to see a few goals. By the way, I forgot to mention, did change a few things tactically. Pressing forward on João Pedro and advanced playmaker on Barak. I'm going to try those 2 roles instead in the two most attacking roles in our team as well. I thought Trequartista is a specialist role. And it was very good for Ibra, obviously, who's dropped out of the picture a little bit this year, just getting on a 42. But well worth having around for the boys. I can imagine it'd be really fun to have Ibra in your dressing room still, even if he's not playing too much. And he will get the odd sub appearance here and there. Like this game, for instance, if we go 2 up or something, I'll throw him on. Don't worry about going 2 up, though. We need to worry about conceding. Ball now gives the ball away shockingly there. Lunin, though. Bassi. Taking his time, thinking about it. Just plays it to the halfback, Gomez. Lunin. Calvin Bassi. João Gomez. I love the way how João Gomez just drops between both centre-backs. Just gives someone an option all the time. Ball now. We're playing around with it here. He's looking for a ball, but he can't. He's back to keeper again. Bassi, come on forward now, boys. Look forward, that's it. Gonzalez, Vindal. Gomez, Vindal. This lovely intricate play. Gomez, back to ball now. Gomez, look forward. He does. Barak's on it now. Edwards, swung into Pedro. Can he win it? He can, kind of. Barak's done it. Back into Barak from Daley Blind. First goal for Ajax. Antonin Barak. That is what we've been looking for. Maybe he's enjoying the change of role. And it's a fantastic through ball from Daley Blind in that centre mid spot. I knew I saw something in his abilities to play there. He isn't suggested, like when you pick someone to highlight, he doesn't come highlighted. But I know he's played defensive midfielder quite a lot. I've seen him in midfield to Man U. He's done it before. I'm sure he can play centre mid. And he can partially. He's not like natural at it, obviously, but he can do it. Gillespie kicks forward. Singh was looking for it. Thomas Boyting, what a player. He's darted past two. He's had a shot. It's a fantastic block from Blassie. A block from Blassie. A block from Blassie. Honestly, my brain today. Shao Gomez. Ball now. Oh, Gomez, be careful. Blind. Bindau's got it now. Into the box. Edwards. Bergie. Oh, João Pedro nicked it. Whoa, what a goal from João Pedro. I implore you to watch that. If you're watching this in the background, I've got this on just listening to it. Look at the screen right now because this replay is going to be scary. What is that shot he's just done? Edwards was chasing down this centre back and he's done it. João Pedro takes one touch and it's a Rabona finish, a Rabona, however you want to say it, Rabona. He's just absolutely spun and done a weird heel shot. What is that for a finish from João Pedro? Unbelievable talent. And what a goal. I'll tell you what, I've changed the roles of the attacking mid and the striker. Both scored. Big 5-head energy right now, I must say. Bassi now. We're 2-0 up early on. Good performance so far. Vindal, Bassi, Nico Gonzalez. He'll try to beat his man. He can't. He does now, though, I think. He chips it out. Can he get a ball in? He can't, but Blind might be able to. Gonzalez swings it in. Edwards, can't get anything on it. Ball now. Timber. Looking for the run. Ball now. Vindal. Keeping possession really well. Gonzalez flicks on. Pedro flicks on again. Barak. Oh, he's at the bar this time. He's playing really well in that role. He seems to be running on like a prime Steven Gerrard. Edwards over a free kick now. Swung in back stick. He's saved again, and it won't be saved anymore. Nico Gonzalez with his 4th goal of the season. It's a fantastic save from the keeper, Gillespie for Vitesse, but they can't keep out of the net. Someone's there just to pounce home, and we'll see it on the replay. Bornau, I think, jumps on. Bassi's saved from the keeper. Robert Vitek misses the header, and Gonzalez just taps in because it's an empty net because Gillespie's still on the floor. 3-0 just before half-time. Can we improve it? Can we look for more? We'll find out. Edwards. Being tricky down this right wing side. João Gomez. Blind. Over the top for Edwards. He takes a touch. Oh, he's missed. That would have been beautiful. He took a touch with his chest and tried to volley it with his other foot. Unbelievable, but not to go in, sadly. And that'll be half-time. That's brilliant. We'll probably just say, we're happy with it. We are. We're very happy with it. We'll give it a few minutes and we'll chuck on some of the players like Ibra and a couple of the kids as well to give them a bit more exposure because we've won this game, I'd say, by now. He says, as they're over a free kick. Nicholas Bergie. He scores. He's the one who's made a few mistakes, but it's 3-1. Maybe we're a bit premature in our changes. We'll leave it a few minutes then and just see how we respond to going for them getting a goal back. Barrow over it. Oh, Edwards has nicked it back. Well, he's given it back to Vitek, though. Good tackle from Edwards. He's won the ball back. He lost it, but he went and got it back. Lind. Gonzalez. Plays through the middle. Antonin Barak. He's beat one. Oh, it's a cracking save from the keeper. We will make our changes. We'll bring on Ibra. Here he is. He's on the bench. He's ready. He's fit. And we'll bring on Gluck. We'll give the two most probably impressive players this game some chances. Max Delwell, let's give him a go. He's been on the bench for a very long time now without getting a chance. And he's got a decent ability. He's not by no means useless. So let's give him a go. We'll also chuck on Estevez for Timber because Timber's still getting really back into playing every game. So nice to freshen it up for him. And that'll do. We'll make our 4 changes. We'll leave one just in case of injury. I think left winger is an area I'll probably look to bring in. I could have kept Arami, I guess, and played him there. But I thought loaning him out for first team football would probably be a better option. We'll make that last change now because we're into the last 10. Probably just to bring on Indica for Bassi. But someone I want to start playing from the start, I guess. But if anything, probably Bornau's the one who's up in the air in terms of him playing because he's not been massively impressive to me. Obviously, we're keeping a few good clean sheets, but I don't know. There's just something I'm seeing about him. He's not playing as well as he did last year. And then Dicker, probably long term, will be a better player. Singh for Vitesse now. Witek. Down the line, I think we'll get that. Estevez will, of course he will. Back to the keeper, Lunin. Bornau, who we just spoke about negatively. Hopefully he doesn't make a mistake. Thankfully, he kept his composure. Ndika. Back to Gomez. Good play. Lind. Oscar Gluck. Edwards. Very nice play so far. Could be a beautiful Ajax goal. We turn this into a goal. Everyone's touched the ball so far. Lind. Oh, it's intercepted. But Edwards wins it back. Can he keep it going? He can. Ibra's got it now. Oh, nearly a 2-foot challenge from him. Bindau. Ibra's touched it. Over the top. Oh, he's given it away to Ibra. Oh, he's missed. Oh, unlucky Ibra. Could be his last year, and I probably think it will be just due to the drop in starts, but he couldn't get a goal right at the end there. But sadly, it is what it is. And we have won. We've got another 3 points on the board, and that probably will put us top now. It will, but the finals haven't played yet, and they've managed to match us pace for pace so far. Obviously, other than drawing through us, they've been pretty consistent. I think they're through in the Conference League, are they? Yeah. 2-2. Oh, no, they went out, I think. I can't add up. What happened? Is there away goals in the Conference League? I don't know. Are they there? I don't think they are they? I don't know. Am I being blind? Are they through or not? I can't tell. No, it doesn't look like they went through, so that's hilarious. Never mind. So, if anything, that doesn't do well for us because we've got to play Champions League, haven't we? So, makes it a bit harder. So, where's that leave us? We're doing really well in the league. The group's still up in the air, honestly, so it's not as impressive as I thought it would be. But, obviously, on the bright side of things, we've got to play Lisbon again. We've got young boys as well. I think I'll come back for the Dortmund away game. Dortmund away and probably Utrecht. I don't know about the Dutch Cup game. Obviously, whoever that'll be, that'll probably be thrown in as well. But I think Dortmund away is another good, just before January is another good time to touch point. And then obviously the one after that will be looking at January signings again, if there are any. Obviously, I've got absolutely bugger all money to spend. 18 million's no drop in the ocean, is it? And there could be a sale. Either way, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I definitely have. So I'll join you for Dortmund away, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.